Lesson 2.9, Addition with 3 or more add-ins. Objective, solve addition problems with 3 or more add-ins. We have 3 number models here. All of them have 3 different numbers that are added together. These separate numbers are called add-ins. When you're adding together 3 different numbers, you want to look for the numbers that are easiest to add together first. In this first example, I have a 7 and a 3. I can add those 2 numbers to make 10. Now I'm going to take that 10 that I just had and add it to 11. 10 plus 11 gives me an answer of 21. Let's look at the next example. 8 plus 14 plus 16. This time I know that a 6 and a 4 can be added together to make 10. And then I have another 10 here and another 10 here. 10 plus 10, and the 10 I just made is 30. 16 plus 14 is 30. Now I can very quickly add on 8 for an answer of 38. Looking at my last number model, 22 plus 15 plus 8. I want to think, which numbers could I add together first that would make this addition problem easier? I'm going to add 22 plus 8 because I have an 8 and a 2, which makes 10, so that's one 10, and then if I add 2 more 10s, I have 30, and then I can add 15 to 30. 3 10s plus another 10 here is 4 10s, or 40, and 5 1s, 45. Here's an example of a story problem that has a number string inside of it. The ostriches in the zoo had 4 clutches this year. They laid 13 eggs, 9 eggs, 7 eggs, and 11 eggs. How many eggs is that in all? I want to write this down. Thinking about story problems, identifying information that I know. I know there's 13 eggs. I know that there are 9 eggs. I know that there are 7 eggs. And I know that there are 11 eggs. Now I need to think about the question. It says, how many eggs is that in all? In all are key words that tell me I need to add. I'm going to add each of these numbers together. I'm going to put a plus sign in between them to show that I want to add, and then an equal sign where I will put my answer. Looking at these numbers, I want to think about what's easiest to add together first. Well, I see that there's a 3 and a 7, and that makes a 10, plus another 10 here would make 20. So these 2 numbers added together make 20. For me, the next easiest thing to do would be to add 11 more. 20 plus a 10 here is 30 and 1. So now I'm up to, you always kind of want to write down your work somewhere. So I'm up to 31. I'm going to write that here. The last thing I have to do is go back and add in 9 more. 31 plus 9 gives me a final answer of 40. And I want to remember to label it. 40 what? This is 40 eggs. And that is the answer to this story problem. Time for you to answer some quiz questions. All of the quiz questions today are story problems. Here is number 1. There were 5 students in Mrs. Gonzalez's class that were working on a timed test. 10 students were practicing facts with fact triangles. 2 students were on the computer. How many students were working in all? Please stop the video, write your number string, and solve the problem, and then continue to the next quiz question. Quiz question number 2. Tracy bought milk for 50 cents, an apple for 55 cents, and a popsicle for 15 cents. How much money did she spend in all? Quiz question number 3. A python clutch had 20 eggs the first day. 15 more eggs were laid the second day. 5 were laid the third day. How many eggs were laid in all? That's all for today. I'll see you back in class tomorrow.